All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Citizens of YouTube, Pastor Dowell here. Well, it's sad to say that I still have to get out here at this late hour and this time to make this type of video, but I have to again, simply because Gino Jennings and First Church would not just discipline their minions up there. Now, a lot of people don't know what happened some months ago when I was having a dialogue, or at least I was trying to have a dialogue with Gino Jennings. And what had happened was I was watching a video, saw a caption of him on the side, and he was preaching and teaching on the sin of divorce and remarriage. At least that's the way that he classified it. And then he challenged anyone to a discussion or debate on the subject. So I made a video, which I'll include the link down here below. You can go directly to it, hear me responding. I'm actually up here building a house, and I responded to what he said on the video. And then First Church contacted us and asked us to write a letter, which we did. And of course, and then videos kept going back and forth to pursue and ensue, and then some way, somehow, he asserts that I cussed him out and called him all kinds of things, blank, 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 such and such, so and so, which you cannot produce that video. That I have never personally cussed him out. So basically what it is we got this little man that's up there hollering and screaming about doctrine. And of course, you know, this is their doctrine. It's what they truly believe. So I challenged him on it. And I noticed that he doesn't have any trouble debating Muslims or people off the street or screaming and hollering behind pulpits with other folks. I challenged him to a professional debate on that subject and many, many more. Then come to look at and found out that not only is he off in that area right there, but he has many false beliefs and false doctrines he teaches, such as Sunday, Sabbath. It's crazy. He even believes you can eat unclean foods. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But anyway, so every time I turn around, I see that he has a plethora of minions out there that will take videos and then they will soundbite them, or they will take clips of videos and they will put Pastor Dowell versus Gino Jennings, or Gino Jennings versus Pastor Dowell, and we've never had it out in a debate or discussion simply because he's running. He won't do it. He simply won't do it. Now, he says he's tough, he acts tough, and all this other stuff. All we want to do is have a professional debate with him to challenge his doctrine, which I don't blame him. I don't blame him, because I'm sure that after he saw what I preach and teach and believe, and he doesn't really want the First Church or the people up there to get wind of this. Nevertheless, there's been a lot of people up at the First Church that actually called him and pulled his card. He said, wait a minute, you say you'll debate anybody, then when Pastor Dowell comes and challenges you, all of a sudden, you're not going to debate him. You're running. You come up with all types of excuses. The trouble with me is the uncouthness and the undisciplined of those people. Those people are very disingenuous, and they're very nefarious in their lies. They take sound bites, they put it together, and of course what they do is favor what he says, and they take portions of my videos, and then they take portions of his, and they slant it towards his favor, but you never get the whole context of it. So it's a very deceitful, it's a very worldly, deceitful ministry that's up there. And so I have to make this video right here so that you people can actually understand and comprehend what's going on. I still have the challenge, what I accepted or what he said, open, anytime, any place, anywhere. And of course, I would love it to be moderated rather than two people getting behind the pulpit hollering at each other. And of course, one thing I said was I definitely didn't want to debate on this platform, because you all see how that goes. They get up there and they holler and scream at each other, and then you find out when one person can't be heard, the other one can't be heard. Then next thing you know, get him out of here, get him out of here, get him out of here. Now I can tell you this right now, that if I come, he has a security team, I have a security team. If we're going to have a debate, it's going to be a debate, but I can tell you this, I won't be escorted out of a place like that, ever. It won't never happen. If we're going to be grown men, be professional about it, let's get it done. So then there was a lot of people on his side that got mad and upset because I challenged him on his false doctrines and false beliefs. You shouldn't have never opened up your fat mouth and never made a challenge. But then a lot of people, like I said before, they said, man, this guy, he talks a lot of stuff, man, but then when the real guns, the big guns come out, he ain't got nothing to say. That's because he carefully and chooses, just like a little bully. A bully carefully picks and chooses who they gonna pick on, who they're gonna talk about. They usually look for the people that are weak, and then they challenge them in their weakness. Well, Pastor Dowell's not either. Straitway is not either at all anyway. So I would love to be able to have a moderated debate. I really would. Then I put out a 10 to 20, a $30,000 challenge. You got a lot of people out here that want to debate biblical marriage, and they champion monogamy. And I would just love to have some people who are not even religious at all, if they would just hear the facts of the case based on the main source that we're going off of, which is the Bible, the scriptures. I would love them to put their money where their mouth is. It's amazing how you'll go through these videos, you'll see all these people so-called having discussions and debates with them and stuff, but they're all people who are uninformed, all people who don't know the scriptures, all the people who, all they do is just holler and scream and nothing professional about it all. I don't even think that they're really truly interested in the truth or wanting to deliver people's souls alive. I really truly don't. But nevertheless, every so often I'll come back on here and make some more videos simply because, like I said, they must have at least 30 or 40 people out there flooding the market with his videos. I mean, whatever it is, people are all over Gino Jennings' job. And yet and still, myself personally, and for many of you out there that have saw what has transpired over time, you see that really truly is he's just a loudmouth coward. Now, I mean a coward as far as debate. I think he doesn't want his doctrine exposed. So therefore, I preach and teach about it. And I talk about what the scripture says, but I'm going to try to make sure I find that link included down here so you can see what I say as far as accepting. I'll say it again. He lied on me when he said that I cussed him out and I called him all kind of blank, blank, blank. All that is just adding jelly. And of course, you got all these old, decrepit, weak men up there that ain't going to say nothing whatsoever at all. If anything, if I was an elder on that board, I said, then you did say this. Pick up the phone, call the man, accept this challenge. Don't be no punk. That's what you talk about. Pick up the phone, call the man, accept this challenge, and let's get it on. But he ain't going to do it. He ain't going to do it. So I don't think that they're ever going to discipline their, I'll call them minions, but they're going to continue to keep on making these videos. And the whole purpose of making these videos is to flood the market so that if anybody had an opportunity to hear the real truth of what Pastor Dowell said, all those videos that he has made about me will be out front. Now, I could easily play the same game and tell all the people up at Straitway, hey, start making these videos about myself and Pastor Jennings, but I'm not going to be disingenuous, nefarious, and undermining like that. I want you to hear things in context to get it for the truth of what it is and what it says. You can't be no more honest than that. You just can't. But anyway, I don't believe that he's telling the truth. I think there's something else going on that's undermining. I think that religion and tradition has trumped truth in the first church up there. That's just my personal opinion about it. But Gino Jennings, the challenge I accept is still open. Just like with many others. I don't expect, neither do my elders and pastors over here, they don't ever expect, and they're damn sure not holding their breath that you ever going to accept it anyway. You see, you know who you want to talk with and who you don't. I remember some years ago, I think it was Pastor Tony Smith challenged him. And from what I could see, that never materialized and never happened either. Never materialized, never happened. See, what we need is neutral ground. We need a neutral ground so we can have a fair, even balances concerning the discussion at hand. That's what we need. You don't need to come to any places to where myself and the saints fellowship all the time continually. We can easily rent out a place and we can get this done. And let it be for the people. Let every man be a liar, and let Yah be the truth. The word of Yah. Let it be the truth. So anyway, you've heard it here from Pastor Dowell. I still say that he's a coward. I really, truly do. Because he sure did put those track shoes on, boy, when Pastor Dowell answered his call.